Every house in Ottawa, the resale home, has a story. Some of it is beautiful, and some of it has a dark side. Sometimes buyers discover the dark side of the house when it's too late. And then one mistake can cost them tens of thousands of dollars. Would you want to buy a house that looks perfect from outside and has a dark side inside? This way I decided to put the segment together, and I right now going to tell you 10 things you should know when you are buying a resale home in Ottawa. I'm Alvina Usher, your Ottawa real estate expert, and I'm going to help you to buy your next dream house, not your next nightmare. Before we dive in, please subscribe to my channel not to miss a great videos about navigating your real estate in Ottawa. First secret, when your house was built. You can say a lot by the year it was built. You can do a lot of research if any trouble were with the building materials this year, what kind of windows or what kind of a material used in the building the house. So the first number one and the most important, which year your house was built. Number two, how many owners your house had. Did it have one owner that loved this house very much, or the house changed owners every few years? How long this house was on the market. You can see it in a history. How many offers this house received, how many conditional offers that didn't go through this house received. Maybe it has some dark side in inspection that did not go through. It's very important how many owners was in the house and how long this house staying on the market. Number three, the dark side of the house. Does this house was ever in any criminal activity or any tragedy? Anybody suicide, died, or been killed in this house? And it was some narco business or marijuana grow house. You need to know everything. It is very important for the resale value that this house will not have any potential stigma. Number four, estate sale. Is it an estate sale? How many people right now working with the probate on this house? When can you take a possession of this house? Is everything on the title of the house clean because of the estate sale? Number five, power of sale. Sometimes it can be a very good opportunity to buy the house from power of sale. You need to know which kind of company is dealing with the power of sale, what's included into the price. It can be a very low price, and then it will not be much covered of the house debt. So that your lawyer and your agent will have to provide you this information and check all the details about this house. Stigmatized properties. I cannot even start to stress enough that it's very important to know that the house does not have any stigma. Sometimes the stigmatized houses losing 25, 30 to 40% of its resale value. You need to check this area, this house, if it doesn't have any crime attached to that, any tragedy attached to that, and see if this house is to your liking. Some cultures do not like to buy the houses if somebody passed away in the house. It can be very unusual stigma with the house. I'm going to tell you some story that happened to me. A few years ago, I sold a little house in Constance Bay, and here you can see the house, and it was very cute. But as we found out, in the whole entire area knew that it is a big stigma with this house. It was a person killed in the house, and it was a tragedy. It was a crime, and everybody in the area knew that. I could not put it on MLS as a note, but I said that the house has a stigma. Please, if you're interested, call me and I will let you know. And then I was really worried about this house and the price that we will get. And it was a a newlywed couple who bought the house. They were so cool. They found out about this crime that happened, and in a moment that they bought this house, that they post on a Facebook a big post that isn't that cool? We bought a haunted house. Oh my God, we're so excited, so on and so forth. So it can be client for any property, but make sure that you're going to be as excited as this couple was if it is a stigma with the house. For example, if it is going to be a stigma with the house that it was some business running like growing marijuana, don't forget, marijuana takes lots of humidity, lots of hydro, and then you just have to see what's happening inside the walls if it doesn't have everything rotted in this house. And this house usually going to be divided on the smaller rooms that it will be very hot to grow marijuana there. So you need an agent who can literally open the door into the house and see if it was some problems, or prepare you the report about the criminal activity in this neighborhood and in this house, and so on and so forth. So it's very important. This stigma of the house cannot stress enough. Number 7, my favorite one, flipping and renovations. The house can be old. In older areas, it is very often right now people doing an infill and building in new houses, or they're completely renovating the houses. You absolutely need to know that everything is done by code. You need to know if they received approvals from the city to change this or that, to change the layout of the rooms, to change the water, and to add decks, and so on and so forth. So it is very important who was the contractor who did the major renovations. And also by the history of the house. If it is a flipped house, we can see it right away. Let's say it was bought a year ago or 10 months ago. It was completely different pictures on MLS. And now all of a sudden we see completely new, beautifully renovated house. It's for sure a flip. So we need to know that everything was done by the code of today. So it is very important for you to request information from your agent, and the agent going to find you information from another agent and from the sellers of this home. Number 8, environmental factors. Yes, you have to think about that too, especially if you are buying in the country, not necessarily in the city. You need to worry about the radon gas. You need to worry about the septics, about wells, and about where is your house situated. I know that we had some little problems in Carlton Place where the dry cleaners ran their operations, and the chemicals got under the ground and affected some wells. So you need to know these things. So please, as I'm always telling you, take a real estate agent that can help you with their knowledge of the areas, knowledge of Ottawa, and can save you potentially a lot of trouble. Because remember, just one little thing can cost you tens of thousands of dollars. One little secret, one little dark spot of the house can cost you a lot of money. Number 9, the neighbors and the neighborhood. Please do not think that you're buying only a house. You do buy a neighborhood, surroundings, the culture in your neighborhood. This is very important. Ask your real estate agent to provide you a report about the criminal activities in your area, about the cultural environment, and what's happening with the neighbors. Do they have any get together? Ask neighbors if anything going on in a neighborhood, and how do they like to live in a neighborhood. See how many houses sold in a neighborhood in the last little while. What's happening? If a lot of houses started to sell in this neighborhood, why? What is going on? It is very important information. Don't forget, you're not buying only square footage, you're also buying your immediate neighbors and the neighborhood itself. And the legal restrictions, number 10. Very, very important. Yes, your lawyer will help you to find out all the legal restrictions on this house. If anything on a title will be not advantageous to you, and he will let you know. Also, look at the historical um, value. look at the historical value of this house, because if it is going to be a house that has a historical value, you will be limited on what you can do, not only outside of the house, also inside of the house. Yes, the city do have a special programs that helping you with some renovations, but you have to follow their orders. And if you don't like that, if you like to be artistically challenged, you're gonna go with the city or whatever, definitely. But if you want to get some of your designs out, definitely the historical houses will not be for you. And here is the bottom line of 10 secrets when you're buying resale home in Ottawa. You're not buying only square footage. You're buying neighborhood and neighbors and history and story and dark side and good side. You're buying everything. To buy it well, you have to find yourself a suitable real estate agent. Alvina Usher, your Ottawa real estate expert. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to see you in the next video.